Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early January 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarius collective here as we start off a brand new year. I hope you're all doing great, my friends. Let's see, my gods, talk to me. What's up with Aquarius here? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius. So we start 2024, please and thank you. And yeah, as you can see, my friends, I still have the Christmas stuff up here, and I'm one of those type of people, right? I'll leave Christmas stuff up until March if I could, but we're gonna leave it for at least one more week, right? Okay, there's something about perspective showing up here for you, Aquarius. Whether it's someone seeing something through your eyes or vice versa, it's a very intriguing card for us to start off a reading with because it's rare Gemini type of energy. And we'll break into that in a moment. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card. So looking at the imagery here, we see these two individuals. They look like twins to me, and they're both looking through the same mask. Now, symbolically, when we see masks, we could think of things that are hidden. I've been seeing like a surprising, unexpected energy or hidden energy around you in recent weeks, but this just gives me Gemini twins type of energy. So there is something about perspective. Air sign energy, which is good. If you're not connected to Gemini, this is all about seeing things from other vantage points. So whatever things you're going through, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, it's very important to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Now, you might be feeling in this time like, damn, I wish people could see it how I see it, or I wish they could see it through my eyes, or I wish they could walk a mile in my shoes. That's the kind of vibe that we talk about with this card. But it's just, there's an importance here about whatever it is you're going through, whether it is good or rough, to put yourself in someone else's shoes and have empathy, or view from the outside looking in. That's always the big thing with here. Of course, we have the mask that could be here, but perspective, huge. So we're just going to leave that right there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say this first card here doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's see what's happening for the Aquarians, my gods. Talk to me. And while we shuffle this deck up, let's talk about last week's reading. It was looking pretty nice. Last week's reading was titled A Surprising Offer. So just know if one hasn't come in for you, that could still pop up in the coming days and weeks. And when I talk about offers, it's like opportunities, offers coming in. So it was looking nice for a lot of Aquarians, okay? So we're going to hope to keep that good energy going. And let's get you 3 cards here. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this reading how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get 3 cards. What do we got here for the Aquarians, please? Just know if there's opportunities or offers popping up for you in the coming days and weeks, it felt like limited time only type of energy. Like it's not permanent. Like if it's something you want, jump on it type of energy. So I felt like I had to mention that again. Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles, position number 1. Very good. Could be work situations, money situations here, and we'll talk about this a little further as we move along through the reading. Let's get 2 more out here. That's a good way to start. To me, it's like starting with some effort. I really like this 8 of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune here in position number 2. That's a loaded card, a loaded type of energy for us to have here in the center. And we'll talk about very sudden type of vibe. That's a good luck charm too. So let's see what we have on the back end. Thank you. Wow. Okay. You're going to have a bonus this week, and we have some really, really nice cards here for you, Aquarius. 4 of Wands on the back end, and your bonus is the Magician. So beautiful. It's like we have a lot of the heavy hitters here for you. Extremely powerful, universal, energetic type of vibe. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. I'm liking what I'm feeling so far, okay, depending on what you're going through. But looking down here, first look, first glance, we have this card of effort, this card of work and forward momentum. into these beautiful cards of celebration here. We got manifestation. These are all universal in their own right. Two of them are also karmic, that could speak about cycles. So we have a lot of depth to really dig into here, Aquarius. And it kind of makes sense with what's going on astrologically. It makes sense that we have all this universal type of energy surrounding you with Pluto moving into Aquarius, right? That's change. But let's go piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we have the Eight of Pentacles. As I was saying, this is a big card of effort. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. This could simply just represent work situations, right? Like the situation you might be having at work, whether good or bad. This is a card of work ethic. This is a card of putting effort towards something. Now, generally, this is more seen about the money, the material, the job, stuff like that, but it could also represent relationships as well, like somebody that wants to give effort or put effort into something. This could be an energy of fixing as well and apologizing. Now, all cards have positives and challenges. A challenge of this card could be somebody that doesn't take no for an answer. This could be someone that tries too hard, does a little too much. And the Eight of Pentacles could also be someone that is always working, like workaholic type of energy. So we're going to put that down. I'm not going to turn a positive card into a negative. I just want to give you a broader spectrum as to what the card could represent when we go to clarify it. Now, moving to the center, we have another one of my favorite cards. I would say like all four of these cards are like in my top tier of tarot cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune right here in the center. Beautiful. I always say this is my four-leaf clover in any spread, regardless of what shows up. We could get Devil, Ten of Swords, all sorts of crap. If we have the Wheel of Fortune, to me, it's like, okay, everything's going to be all right. This is a nice type of card. So to me, luck might be shifting on your side. This could be something changing for the better. When I see this card, I do think of karmic cycles. So whether it's things changing, things turning, karmic situations in general. Sometimes this could even represent things coming back around, like possibly returning. So we'll see when we get into it. The wheel, a challenge with this card is that it could be overpowering sometimes and it could be very sudden. And it makes sense, like I said, with Pluto starting to go into Aquarius permanently for like the next decade plus, it makes sense that all these powerful energies are starting to show up for the Aquarius collective. And there's a lot of fear going on out there about Pluto and what it's going to do. Pluto isn't an inherently bad planet to have, or, I mean, I know like some people don't consider it a planet, but in astrology, I still call it a damn planet, right? Moving to the back end, we have the Four of Wands. More universal energy, the 1111 card. So this card often shows up when Spirit's trying to send you messages, when Spirit's trying to talk to you or show you something. So in this time, watch out for signs and synchronicities from Spirit. This is a celebratory card. Super happy. This is a card of victories and wins and just celebration, groups of people celebrating something huge. Makes sense, right? Like New Year's weekend, like this makes sense. The Four of Wands is also very sturdy and stable. It could represent the home as well. So you see what I mean about all these extremely powerful, universal-esque type of cards here. A challenge with the Four of Wands is sometimes it could be a little bit stubborn. So we'll dig into that further as we move along. On the back end, your bonus, which once again is just another little footnote, we have the Magician. Notice, has the infinity symbol over the head. This is the master of all the elements. Big card of manifesting and creating, so that powerful energy, that spiritual energy is just resonating around the Aquarius collective. Now is a great time to really create what you want and manifest purposefully. Now is a great time to indulge in any form of spirituality as well. So we really like this. The Magician could also represent control, but I'm not feeling that vibe off this Magician, especially with all the karmic energies happening. We want to dive deeper, Aquarius, so let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Aquarians and see what's happening, my guides. Talk to me. Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me, so feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right. Eight of Pentacles. What's happening? There's that Eight of Pentacles here. Okay. This is somebody that really needs to align their priorities and put their nose to the grindstone type of energy, okay? We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Eight of Pentacles. Doesn't necessarily feel bad. I do get another vibe of somebody wanting to fix something, okay? Like that's just something that's not going to go away from me here. Now, generally the Six of Pentacles is usually a very good card. It's charitable. It's extremely giving. It could speak about equality. Also, it has the scale, so it has those karmic tones. We have a lot of karmic tones, cycle-based type of cards here. But when it shows up in reverse, for some of you, sure, this could represent imbalance in the workplace or an issue with work. Maybe there's an issue with work-life balance for some of you as well. But if we're not talking about money, if we're not talking about work, when I see the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, to me, this is someone wanting to mend something, to fix something, to make it right. So we're really going to want to see what's up as we move throughout the rest of this reading, because I find that very intriguing right here on the front end, that someone is of that mind state, like, listen, I want to make it right, I want to get it right. So I don't feel like we need to overcomplicate this. I think like it's very, very simple. But that other energy I was picking up in the beginning as well, like somebody needing to like focus up, put their nose to the grindstone. Don't be sharing too much. Don't be out here flicking pentacles around to people. Work. Like all right, let's just keep moving. I'll talk about it more during the recap when we get here, but mainly the main two things here is someone wanting to fix something or make it right, and that's like the big overwhelming type of energy I'm getting here. So maybe you're wanting to get something right? It doesn't have to be fixing a problem with someone else. Let's see what's up with the wheel. Then we'll move over to that Four of Wands. Lots of stuff happening. Very powerful energy. I like the Pentacles as well. So why is the wheel here? Okay. So yeah, we do have the Seven of Swords in reverse though. That's the best way we want to receive this card. Generally, yeah, this could be a warning about certain individuals sometimes, but then again, this card could also just represent something we don't quite see just yet. The unexpected, which is something I've been seeing for you for weeks now. The surprise and the unexpected. I'm just getting this vibe that someone or something is going to try to swing back around here, okay? For some of you, possibly, could be a person trying to return. For another portion of you, maybe it's a behavior. Hopefully it's not a habit. There's just something trying to resurface. Like that's the vibe I'm picking up right here in the center. Could it be attached to what we have here? Possibly. But the main vibe I'm picking up here is like something trying to swing back around unexpectedly. Like you don't quite see it just yet, but it's coming. It's priming itself to make a return. Like the comeback kid type of energy, okay? So whether it's you wanting to return to something, take it how it hits, but that's the main vibe. Like something is priming up for an unexpected return. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here. Other messages we could pull from here. The Seven of Swords in reverse underneath the Wheel of Fortune. For a lot of you, yeah, there could be realizations in this time. There could be revelations as well, where you're seeing things clearly. Okay, but I can't shake that feeling. Let's keep moving over to that Four of Wands. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Just got to take it how it comes, right? Let's see why that Four of Wands is in the mix here. Karmic energy still, you know, we have a lot of stuff happening here. 6, 7, 8, we have all sorts of stuff going on. So let's see why that Four of Wands is here. Okay. 5 of Cups almost came out, but it didn't. Why is that Four of Wands in the mix? Thank you. Okay. All right, this is good. This is good, my friends. We have the Eight of Wands in the upright underneath this Four of Wands. So once again, for some of you, I do feel like Spirit is trying to send you clear messages and speak to, okay? For another portion of you, this could be some really good news coming in or a nice talk. A reason for celebration. It feels happy to me right here on the back end. So whatever's happening, whatever's resurfacing or bubbling up, I feel like you being happy with the result of this. Now, the Eight of Wands is a card similar to the Chariot, forward momentum, let's go. It is a card of messages and communication. So when I see it under the Four of Wands, please watch out for the signs, synchronicities, and omens in this time. Whether it is the number signs, whether it is dreams, Spirit could be really trying to speak to you or send you a message. But once again, good news, happy news, exciting news right here on the back end. It feels beautiful to me. So I really like this, Aquarius. Overall, this is nice. Now, it depends on what's trying to come back and return, right, in the center. But I would say overall, this feels really, really good to me on the back end. I would brace for something nice. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick recap here. Then we'll get into a shadow card. In position number 1, and I know I was getting lots of different messages here, We have the Eight of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The first thing I felt was like someone putting their nose to the grindstone and working, like, let's make it happen. For a portion of you, there could be some sort of imbalance in work, whether it's your work-life balance or just something in work, it's not doing it for you. So watch out for work issues when this is here. But a big vibe I was picking up is someone wanting to fix something. So could it be you wanting to fix a situation with someone else? Could it be someone wanting to fix a situation with you? Could it you be trying to fix a money situation or life in general? Just take it how it hits for you, but there is someone wanting to get something right here or make something right. Moving to the center, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Seven of Swords in reverse. This meant a couple of different things to me. Of course, this could be revelations or things popping up and being made known to you, absolutely. But a big thing I was picking up here is like an unexpected return of some sort, like someone trying to circle back around or return. So just know, like, things could come back around in this time, and whether you see them or you don't. Moving to the back end, we have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card with the Eight of Wands in the upright. Spirit trying to talk to you. It's like everyone wants to talk to you, Aquarius. Like, we have a lot of repeating things with the 1111. We have the repeating eights, all sorts of stuff. Powerful energy here. It's almost palpable, my friends. So I feel for a big portion of you, some really good or exciting news is coming in. Just watch out for the signs and omens. So please take a screenshot. This spread has a lot of energy packed into it. I feel like I could keep reading messages off of it. But yeah, please screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's get you a shadow card. Let's see what's in the shadows for Aquarius here. Gods and Spirit team. What's going on with my friends? And yes, I always like to pull one of these at the very end just to see whether it's something you don't quite see. Maybe it's something within you. Doesn't always have to be a challenge. Maybe it'll give us some hints about this guy over here, right? But yeah, let's get one shadow card. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. It is a beautiful way to support the channel and support my mission, and it really helps a lot. Obviously, no pressure, right? But let's get you a shadow card here. Multiple tiers to choose from, my friends. What's happening? Oh, the Fool card. This showed up in the Libra reading, so maybe it's an air sign thing that for a lot of you, and it makes sense in the early part of the new year that we have this. For a portion of you might be connected to an Aries when this is here. Now, the fact that it's in the shadows doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. This could be Spirit just telling you to exercise caution in this time. Don't do anything too spontaneous, too out of the normal. Because with the Fool card, it's like, oh, don't walk off that cliff. So spontaneity is something that Spirit's like, just be cautious, be careful about something. But I like the Fool card. To me, it's optimistic. It's filled with happiness. It's going on a new journey. So it's interesting that in the reading itself, we have things possibly return. And in the shadows, we have some sort of renewal or new journey popping up here with the Fool card. The Fool, to me, is about doing something, like doing it. So make sure you're not getting cold feet in this time. If you see a good opportunity or an option or a good path that you want to walk down, don't get cold feet, make a move. That's a big vibe here. And for another portion of you, this could even speak about somebody you're connected to making action towards you, because the Fool is an action card. So interesting reading from top to bottom, Aquarius. But that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the December subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on New Year's Day, January 1st. But for the January subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. Once again, it's one of my favorite new decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, in the year 2024, what is one of your biggest goals that you were shooting for? If you don't have one, maybe take a second to think about it. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of January, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.